Okay, Ustad.
Sir, I have a question regarding Ashwini duality. Like
Okay.
wherever Ashwini falls, people generally say that you will have two homes, you will have two mothers for the fourth house. But as per the depth of padas, it is generally applicable to this second pada
Correct.
rather than all padas.
Second, and also the first pada is Ashwinor. There is plurality. It's not two, but it is plurality. Okay, Bahuvachan is the Ashwinor, right?
Okay.
And Ashwayujo is Dvivachan. That means having two, right?
Hmm.
So the first charana is multiplicity. The second charana is having a dual signification.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Now tell me.
And sir, you today did not speak about anything regarding degrees.
Okay. Here is where the Jupiter is. So the Jupiter gets his thing, right? So the fifth degree is where the Jupiter is focused on. So Jupiter is important here. Like Moon was important in the last Charana, Jupiter is important here.
Third to fifth degree.
3 degree 20 minutes to 6 degree 40 seconds is, sorry, 6 degree 40 minutes is this Charana, right?
Right.
And
I was asking about Jupiter.
yeah, 5 degree is the exaltation point of Jupiter. So in
Mm,
this Charana, Jupiter is important.
in the whole Charna, because in the
Yeah,
last
yeah,
lecture,
because
Moon,
yeah,
you
because
told that
Jupiter is a big planet. So Moon after the 3rd degree onwards, Jupiter will pick
till 6 degree 40 minutes.
even furthermore.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because as long as the sun kicks in at around 8 degrees, till that
Hmm.
place it will be Jupiter.
Hmm.
From 3
Okay.
to 8 degrees is Jupiter. I mean, approximately, these are approximations.
Okay. Okay. Hmm.
Thumb rule thing. So if you have something in this place, you will always look at how the Jupiter is then give. Because see, this is an Artha Trikona, right?
Hmm.
So
Yes.
it depends on the Jupiter. Jupiter is the wealth giver.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you have spoken elaborately about the 212 connection
Mm,
as Aries goes to Taurus.
mm,
So my take on this is, uh, since it is the Bhogamsha, so
mm,
how the person accumulates and spends, that is, how does the Bhoga happen for the person, will dictate a lot of results.
mm.
Since at a lot of times, what people do is they are taking themselves out of the situation. They are totally taking out the ascendant, which they themselves are, and they don't see what they are doing in the actual lives, like how they are accumulating the resources and how they are spending the resources. Then they will cry that the bad
No,
results have.
I think you're going in circles. It's not about
Okay.
how this pada, this charana is all about bhoga, right? It means that the money is already there.
Okay.
Okay, so it has come by in the form of inheritance.
Hmm.
Father has given it.
Okay.
90% of the cases, father is rich
Okay.
or the grandfather is rich.
Hmm.
Ancestral people have given them the money.
Okay. Taurus thing.
Taurus thing, right?
Hmm.
And the person, if he's indulging into not doing anything and just wasting time and just looking all around like the horses usually do, then he is
Hmm.
wasting all his life. Instead, if he closes his eyes and says, look, let me not look at the money that my father has given or my
Hmm.
grandfather has given, and let me
Hmm.
focus on what I have to do.
Hmm.
And then he is successful.
Hmm. But most of the times it will happen that the person will end up spending this money on himself,
Possible,
because
possible.
12th from Taurus is Aries, which is himself.
Okay, I'm not very sure if people have examples here. When I taught this in the class yesterday in Telugu, people came up with examples, okay, by of their own. One
Okay.
example is Capricorn Lagna,
Hmm.
Saturn in the Saturn in the Ashwini side. Okay, somebody has an example. Seema has an example. Seema?
Good evening, sir. Thank you so much for the class.
Yeah.
I have an example. I have my cousin sister.
Okay.
I was just seeing her chart, and whatever you said about the wastage of money or getting the inheritance, and I was just trying to see the Lagna as well as the Lavamsha.
Hmm.
Her Rahu is in Ashwini Pada too,
Okay, first you have to tell me
and
what Lagna she is.
in
Which ascendant is she?
she is Sagittarius. Sagittarius.
Okay. Okay, now go.
Sagittarius ascendant.
Okay.
And in Navamsha, she has a Taurus ascendant.
Okay.
So she got the inheritance from the father. She
Hmm.
has a sibling, not a twin, but
But very closely,
both
the
both
age
both
difference is very
sisters
less.
look very
Similar.
they look very alike, very similar,
Hmm.
but there's an age gap of about 8 years between them. But they
Okay.
look very same.
Okay.
The features and everything are absolutely same. So anybody can just can falter in recognizing one from the other. So they
Okay.
look alike.
Okay.
And like you said, because it's in the fifth house in the Lagna chart, so the my sister's daughter, she
Hmm.
is a big spendthrift. My sister spends on the child. They have a habit of show off.
Hmm.
And though my sister's working, I mean, I wouldn't say that she isn't working, but she
Hmm.
is working. She has a focused approach towards work. But whenever she gets into some work, there is some kind of issue that happens. And because she is not ready to take orders from anybody, though she is well placed
That's
at a
because
good
of the
designation.
Taurus. That's because of the Taurus Lagna
Correct.
in
I
the
was just trying to,
hmm.
correlate to whatever you were saying.
Hmm.
So now she has just, because I spoke with her about a month back, she has just said no to taking care of the father also now. So I was just trying to, think that how can a child do such a thing? And the last thing that you said about the story that you talked about of Karam Vipak Sambhata,
Okay.
that they took care of the maternal uncle for a month,
Hmm.
and then they just, did the unforced
Which, yeah,
scene
Dasha.
10 for, yeah.
Hmm.
And now I'm trying to just decipher that is it, was it only for the money that the father was taken care of for just about not even a month, but now they've left him into a facility where, uh, others are going to be taking care of the father. And
Hmm.
now that the sister has just stepped out. She says, I don't want to take care of the father. I've got nothing to do with.
The challenge in this Ansha is look at that place that it's actually starts from. It starts from Aries, right? Aries is where the sun exalts. There is enough light there. There is enough heat there, and it gets into this place called the Taurus, where the moon is exalted now. So
Mm,
even though the person by heart, if he or she wants to help, the challenge is they will be very busy in their own spendthrift activities. Like she'll be a secretary of a club, right? A cards club or something where everybody
no,
unites, spends
anything
some
I've
time.
seen, I'm sorry, I'm intervening. I've
Yeah.
seen that, it's maybe the Delhi culture, or, it is just that I want to show that
No,
even if
it
I'm
need
not
not be
having that
Delhi. I
kind of
mean,
money.
you can look at places like Chennai or Hyderabad, for that matter. They're very conservative areas where you don't find so many clubs. But if you get to see
Hanji.
planets here, especially not the Saturn, or you then use the planet as well, like the Venus or the Rahu, right? Rahu
Yes,
likes to
the
show off.
Rahu.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rahu likes to
very
show
too
off.
much.
Yeah.
Even if the money isn't there, but
Hmm.
I have to drive a BMW. I
Hmm.
have to have a Gucci kind of
Correct. Correct.
stuff around me,
Correct.
all
Correct.
the brands possible.
Correct.
And the conversation starts with, we have this membership, we have that membership,
Yeah,
we
that's
are
what
going
I'm
to
saying.
be flying business class. I
Yeah.
mean, those are certain things which we generally don't talk about. I mean, even
Correct.
if people are traveling, they don't
Correct.
announce it.
Correct.
But
Hmm.
whatever you said made so much of sense, and I was listening to the Pada one also. So the third house connection, there is some tiff with the siblings as well. They don't get along well.
Hmm.
So it's there. She doesn't get along well with people. You know, because of the habit of hers to show one up than everybody. So everybody starts to distance from her
Hmm.
because nowadays nobody wants to, talk to somebody who would want to always show one up.
Hmm. Okay.
Thankfully, I mean, so that was my feedback because it's been uh, excellently explained by you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you. Thank you. Ustad, I'll give you a second. Give me a second. Is there anybody else who has examples like this madam did? Okay, Seema once again.
Sorry, sir, I was trying to lower my hand. I'm sorry. I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. Yeah. Hmm. Okay, Ustad now.
Sir, in this Ashwini Nakshatra, there is a theme of competition also. Just like the Uttarashada thing is searching for war,
Hmm.
this, I mean, I just realized it when the lady was mentioning about the show off thing. Like
Hmm.
they want to be a little competitive and they will show off.
No,
And
that
this,
no no that hap no no in the Ashwini first Charana there is no much show off. Okay, you have to be very clear with
no,
this.
okay. In
Okay,
second, I'm talking about this pada only
second Charana there is show off. Okay, I agree that.
because of Moon and Venus.
Also there will be in the third Charana as well. There will be some we will talk about that in the next class.
Hmm.
Okay.
And are the chromosomes represented by this Ashwin twins head, like X and Y chromosome? Because the Ashwinis have got two
Possible.
heads.
Yeah, possible. Anything that comes in
And
pairs is all Ashwini. Yes.
and when we talk about fertility and all those things,
Yeah.
a lot of one thing is a lot talked about is the motility of those
Correct. The
chromosomes.
mobility of these
Yes.
sperms, right? Because they are represented by the horses, and
Hmm.
if the sperm does not have enough water inside it, because even the sperm is made up
Yes.
of 70% water and 30% stuff, like the
Hmm.
human body is made of. So the water
Hmm.
actually facilitates in transporting the sperm to the ovum. So if
Hmm.
there is not enough water, if it is too thick or too
Hmm.
loose or too watery, it becomes difficult for the sperms to travel till the ovum. That depends on the Ashwini. It's
Hmm.
called usually as a sperm count. So it is too watery or something like
It's called motility of the sperm.
that. Okay.
And
Thank you for the word.
the fluid is called the seminal fluid. It also sustains the sperm for one, 2 days,
Uh,
3 days,
okay.
something
Okay.
like that, something
Right.
on those lines.
Yeah, the sustenance
Uh,
comes from the Taurus. That's also right.
and one more thing I wanted to ask. So the first thing these Ashwinis are doing is racing for getting born.
Hmm.
That's why I asked whether the chromosomes will link to this.
Sperm itself is linked to Ashwini.
Mm, but the ladies only have XX, so I asked whether they will.
Hmm. It will still be there. I think Ashwini will still lead that.
Okay,
Hmm.
okay.
I mean, see, medical science have defined it as XX and XY, but
Hmm,
our people knew this long back, but they did not call them as XXXY. They always felt they are similar,
hmm,
but the gender is defined by the male because he supplies the Y or the X.
yes,
This is what our
yes.
people knew 3,000 years ago when Saptamsha was, at least 5,000 years ago, because Saptamsha was designed by Parashara.
Hmm,
So
true,
Parashara is at least
true.
5,000 years. Mm.
That's why I connected this racing theme.
Mm.
It's not always horses, it's somewhere else also. At the micro level also the same thing is going.
Okay. So a couple of examples. Anybody else has any
Sir,
example? Please,
I
please.
have an example, sir. The
Okay.
person is having Mesha Lagna, Bharani third padam, but in the Lagna, Shani is there with Mesha Rasi, Ashwini two padas, sir.
Okay.
And this person is around 25 years old. He's not completed his engineering.
Okay.
Mostly he'll be roaming around like
Unfocused.
unfocused,
Okay.
and he has not settled.
Okay. There is
Parents are little tensed about him.
inheritance is there.
Yes, sir. Father is a police department.
Okay.
He is earning a lot.
Hmm.
So, mother is also Bharani Nakshatra, sir. Sir, both family will be having any issues, sir, if both the family members having the same nakshatra.
No, nothing like that. There will be repetition. Bharni is following the dharma. If they're not following the dharma, then there are issues.
Mostly he is addicted to smoking and drinking also, sir.
This is
I
what
don't know
happens with
about other.
Ashwini. Ashwini second charana is smoking and drinking. And we don't have race clubs in India, they're banned, but otherwise it will be huge on race clubs otherwise because of Ashwini. Ashwini is the horses, race clubs.
He
They don't.
comes around 2 o'clock in the night and sleeps till 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning. Very unfocused.
And if the planet in the Ashwini second charana's Dasha is running, if Saturn is running, it will be like that.
Problem.
Or ask them to do this.
Shukra is not running, sir, for him.
Shukra is running, right? Bharani, Lagna is in the Bharani, right?
Yes,
So, and there is Saturn alongside it. Actually, Vimshotri Dashas don't run like that. I will teach that once the charanas are all over, you will understand how to decipher. But now, if you start to connect all these things, you will slowly understand how to use these things.
yes.
Vimshotri Dasha is like you will have miracles from it if you know how to predict.
Sir, Lagna.
Hmm.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry to
Sorry.
disturb.
That's okay. Go ahead.
If Saturn is in the Lagna,
Mhm.
does it affect the person's settlement time, or does it affect anything, sir?
I don't use them.
Personality.
I don't use them. See, I know a lady who has Saturn in the Lagna in Capricorn. Okay, I believe it is Anuradha, as far as I remember. I think it is Anuradha Lagna. Lagna is exactly on the same degree as Saturn. Okay, I think Anuradha probably 15 degrees or so. The lady got settled very early, and she's extremely responsible. Okay. Did you hear that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you,
you cannot say this. So what was your question? Saturn is delaying the settlement.
Yes, sir.
So Saturn.
Or focusedness or anything. Is it
That's what I'm saying. So
something?
Saturn is extremely focused with this girl. So that's why they're not working that well. I have stopped using them. Although I have learned all of them, they don't work very consistently. Some significations of this man, Deepan Shugiri, like 70-80% of them, they will work. But the problem is if you don't know the exceptions where they don't work, then you will fall back again to the same thing. You will use the same significations everywhere, and 20% of the charts, they don't work. He has done a very good course that's little expensive. I would recommend everybody.
Very expensive, sir.
Expensive. Yeah, 2 lakh rupees is a big money today.
Yes.
Very expensive. But he has given all the significations of all the planets at each place. It's very difficult to remember also, but 70%, I think first time I felt like 70-80 they are matching. But still there are like 25-30 they don't match, with due respect to whatever he's taught.
Does he have to do remedy for this particular?
The biggest remedy is falling back into action, because Artha is ruled by Mercury and Jupiter. Mercury doesn't believe much the remedies. This one is the problem is the father, cannot force him too much, right? The father, now if this is the case, the father thinks, let me not push him too much. What if he, commits a suicide or anything, right? Is the father afraid? Is the father afraid?
Father is afraid, sir. He provides everything to the kids.
Yeah.
everything.
What do we call that? उसको क्या बोलते हैं जो is there any Tamil person here? Chellam.
Yes, I'm from
Dear, very dear.
Chellam.
Yeah.
Chellama Pathakra. Very dear person, right? I mean,
So
he
means
can.
for pampers, sir.
Pampering. Thank you for the word. I keep forgetting words. Pampering.
They
Too
are
much
planning.
of pampering.
They are planning to start. He is going to retire. Sir, father is going to retire. Both. He is the eldest son, so they are planning to start a shop with fertilizers, selling sales of fertilizers.
Okay.
Settle down in a village.
Mm. Okay.
So they are planning actually.
Look at the D10, etc. of the person. If Saturn is, if he's not running a Saturn Dasha, is still blessed. But if he's running a Venus Dasha, Venus rules the Bharani also in the Vimshotri. Right?
Yes, sir.
So Bharani is very close to the Ashwini. They work together actually. Venus is the long Dasha as well.
Shukra Rahu is running for things till 26.
After Shukra, there will be Ketu that will come in. Ketu is ruled by Ketu is sorry, okay, Sun will come. Sorry, Shukra and then Sun will come. Good. Anybody else has? Okay, Shruti has something to say.
Sorry, yes, I have an example. A person who's close to me, Lagna, Ashwini second pada, second house.
Why are you rushing so much?
Many traits are matching, I would say.
Shruti, you're rushing. What Lagna is that?
Hello.
Yeah, you were too fast. What ascendant was
Pisces. Revati.
Okay, Pisces and Revati is the Lagna. Okay.
Pisces ascendant.
Okay. And which planet is in Ashwini?
Second house moon. Ashwini second pada.
Okay.
Moon.
Okay. What result have you got?
And Navamsa becomes Tanulna. Person is having good inherits from family side, and also into some addictions as well, as the previous person had discussed. And mostly they look more young than their age, I'll say.
That's because of the Lagna. That's not because of the second house or the moon. Moon doesn't give you the physical characteristics.
Okay. And in Navamsha, it is, as you said, it's going into Taurus, the moon, and the Lagna is Dhanu Lagna, Sagittarius in Navamsa.
Okay.
Just wanted to know any suggestions that you would have for such a person, because they have the addictive tendencies.
See, the problem with Artha Padas, right? The Padas that are in the Arthas, the second Padas. Look at all of them. They are like they fall in these Trikonas: the Capricorn, the Taurus, and the Virgo. All three are practical signs. They don't believe much in the God, right? They are very practical. There has to be a mentor, right? What happens for a horse? The biggest remedy for Ashwini is he needs a jodi, or he needs a partner, right? He needs a partner. That's the first thing. These two partners have to be controlled by the one who rides the cart, right? There is a person who rides the horses, the horseman. You need that mentor, and he needs a companion. So find two people and get a mentor, and then try to change them. It's a big task. It's not an easy thing. And unless these people are addressed at the very first few years, getting out of this trap of alcohol or smoking, it becomes extremely difficult for them. And if the current dasha that is running, if it's
okay,
1 second, if the current dasha that whatever is running,
yeah,
If it is,
They are running
listen,
moon
ma'am.
dasha.
Shruti, wait one second. Please hold on. If the dasha that they are running, if it is connected to Saturn in the Navamsha, either be due to placement or aspect or conjunction or Rahu, addictions will come. Okay. Especially when Saturn is in the 7th house or is along with the Dasha Lord. Addictions are easier, especially with this kind of placement. Okay. Now tell
Okay,
me.
just one more thing. They are actually they're working in medical field in pharmaceutical, but now have moved to same within the medical field, but physiotherapy kind of a thing. So that's also matching with Ashwini. That's all I would say. And they do have belief in God. That's a little bit different.
No, I'm not saying they don't believe in God. What I'm saying is these signs do not believe in God. The signs of Capricorn, Taurus, and Gemini will not believe in God. They don't hear to God. They look at practicality of the person. So if you have to do a remedy, do a practical remedy. Don't spend money on japa, tapa, homa, and all that. They don't work.
Okay.
Okay. That's what I'm trying to say. Find a mentor for him. Otherwise, what happens is you will spend like, okay, I will do a japa for you and I'll charge 1 lakh rupees for you. The 1 lakh will be gone and the result will not come. Okay, I will do a homa for you. I'll do after the homa is done, nothing happens. You need a mentor for these people. You actually need to put them into something more intoxicating than what spending or what luxury can give. It's not an easy thing for a teacher. If you're submerged into alcohol or you got into bad habits already too much into them, it's too difficult unless you have. But the advantage is it's a Revati and both ways it's a Jupiter ruled sign. I'm not very sure if what you're saying is right or wrong. It can also be like it is the time is wrong and it is not in the Revati first charana, the Lagna. It is in the Uttarabhadra fourth charana. Okay. Then what happens? It's in Pisces at one place and it's in the Scorpio in the other place. In the Navamsha, it is Scorpio, not this one, not the Sagittarius. Just try to see how far the Lagna will change. I think in a couple of minutes it will change. You have to roll it back to the Scorpio.
Okay, I have to check it. But another reason for their addictive tendencies, it could be due to Sun in 12th house. They also have Sun in 12th house.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Addiction comes mostly from the Navamsha, not from the demon. Don't look at demon. It's useless to look at it in D1. Yeah. You look at Navamsha when the Saturn and the Rahu are connected to the Navamsha, especially if it's an Aquarius Lagna. I'm not saying all Aquarius Lagna people are drinkers. Okay, don't be silly. Okay, I'm trying to say the other way around. I know a person who drinks constantly, continuously, all through the day. He has the moon, the Saturn, the Rahu in the Aquarius Lagna of the D9. This is the perfect combination to drink all through the day. If he's awake, he's drinking. Okay. Good. More questions anybody has? Anybody else has examples?
Yes, sir. I have one or two more examples.
Go ahead, please.
So this is a guy with Ashwini rising, and the Lagna Lord has gone to the fourth house with dispositor sitting over there.
No, I didn't get you. Ashwini second charana is rising. Am I right?
Not second, third pada is rising.
Okay.
And the dispositor is moon, and Lagna Lord has gone to fourth house with dispositor moon sitting over there.
Sitting
And
in
both
the
are in
along with
Paschim.
both are in
Pushyami.
Pushyam. Yeah. Okay.
So this guy is very fond of expensive cars. Like he
No,
Uh,
I
well,
think you said it's not connected to Ashwini second charana at all.
yes, not connected to Ashwini second chart. Yes,
We'll
it
talk
is
about this in
third
the
bala.
third charana. We'll talk the next week. Why rush today?
Okay,
Yeah, it will not come like that. It won't work.
okay,
Yeah, maybe you will get the pushimi thing, but not the other things.
okay,
Okay,
okay.
Seema has something.
So she is running through her Rahu Dasha only.
Hmm.
And Rahu Saturn is going on, and Saturn is sitting in the 11th house and has a connection with the Lagna in the Navamsha, because her Navamsha is Taurus rising with Venus and Rahu in the Lagna, and in the 11th house in the
That's a
Pisces.
spendthrift. That's a clear-cut spendthrift. Venus Rahu in the Lagna in the Navamsha of Taurus, clear-cut spendthrift. Unnecessarily wasting money for show off. Clear-cut thing. If you have attended
And
Deepanshu Giri classes, you will say in one jiffy, okay, this is a straight thing. Sorry, go ahead.
no, nothing, sir. I was just saying that nothing would work for her if we try to give her, if I try to, talk to her, because I don't think she listens. Like you said, it is a Artha triangle.
Yeah.
So like you said, very, very logical, very practical. Emotions don't play a role in her life at all.
That's right, because it's a
So
dry sign. Taurus is a dry sign.
very dry, because I've seen that even if maybe I would not want to set up a wrong example, but even if I'm watching a movie, if I see something which is very saddening, I start to cry.
Yeah.
So I feel that that a little emotional, I think, for your own parents,
Yeah, same is
one
with me. I've
can get.
stopped. I've stopped watching such movies. I only watch comedy now. Yeah.
So I think that being that very practical is also sometimes a little, I mean,
I would say
it
such
comes
people.
across something which,
I would say such people are very intelligent. They don't waste years on somebody else. I'm kidding. Okay.
very well said. Thanks.
Yeah. So the other examples that the participants of the Telugu class brought in were Capricorn Lagna, Saturn in the Ashwini second charana. This person is highly focused. Okay, he had a couple of probably good amount of money from the inheritance. As far as I have understood from what this man has said, he didn't touch the inheritance. He was constantly working, supporting, but there were a lot of responsibilities for him, right? Because Saturn adds up to responsibility. And so responsibilities of the family was their first, second lord being in the Ashwini second charana. And expenses were because of the responsibilities he had to pick up. And his mother died early. He has a stepmother. Okay, because it's moon, it's a Saturn thing, right? Moon doesn't like the Saturn. You may use just the significations also. Okay, when you try to see such things, they will also work. So the mother was not there, and Saturn adds up responsibilities and all that. So that is one. The other example which I said, the Capricorn Lagna, the sun is in the fourth house. Okay, sun has lost the directional strength. He happens to be the eighth lord, right? Eighth lord would indicate, everybody knows that. Second lord is addition, and eighth lord is depletion, right? So the depletion of resources slowly happened. The person fell for all bad habits. He has every habit that you name available in India. He has everything of them. And due to those addictions, etc., he couldn't control himself. He went deep into it, lost everything, and he became worth a penny less in very few years, right? Who was very luxuriously maintaining at least four maids at home, right? When I went to their home when I was a kid, I used to ask him, what are these maids for? The answer that came up is, the first maid is our maid, and these three are her maids, right? And we pay the money to them. I was literally astonished. I think I was about 8 or 9 by then. And I smiled and said, wow, this way, if you're spending, great. The smile itself was very sarcastic. Although I was very young, I still knew, because such kind of spending, it will take you nowhere. And the guy was doing nothing. He had no means of earning except for the inheritance he was living on. And it was a sure shot thing that he is going to, the resources are going to exhaust in no time. And that's what happened. Father died due to an accident. The father was running a transport business. And they were also running some medical business. Both were Ashwini, right? Both were Ashwini results. I believe he also has Mars there. I mean, people will think, oh, wow, Mars is their own sign. Oh, wow, Sun is there, exalted. Wow. I mean, there are so many wobs, but nothing will work like that. There's another guy who was born like 5 days apart. There's another chart. 5 days apart. The only difference is it's a Gemini Lagna. So Mars, or the Sun is still there. Or maybe the Sun has moved to the third charana. I don't remember. So this man is entirely different. Okay, so do not think, I mean, if you see just the Lagna has changed, the moon has changed a little bit, maybe 2 houses further, and the results completely changed. Ustad has to say something.
So you mentioned about the first example, that Capricorn Lagna and Saturn going to fourth house in the second charan of Ashwini. And the person is very responsible with the family resources. But I have a chart with the Capricorn Lagna with Saturn going into the fourth house, but in first charan. And the person is very irresponsible, and he is actually living off on the money of the family. He is not able to take a job which will pay him like 10-20,000 even for 6 months. After 6 months, the salary will increase. And both his parents are very well to do. They are both in
I mean, we have to
government.
look at the whole chart.
Okay.
But what you can see is it's in the first charana, right? What you will understand from that, the whole scenario has changed. If it gets into the first charana, second charana, both are different, correct?
Yes, it is
So
different.
the person is actually struggling in the first charana, because in the Rashi also it will be in Aries,
Debilitates.
and also in the Navamsha it is again in the Aries,
Yes.
and the person is struggling, doesn't have resources.
I mentioned because it shows the difference. It just popped in my head. So
Yeah,
it,
I mean, the whole scenario is different. Okay, good that you brought this up. So I'm trying to, break this down for people. So in the first charana, it's the Taskara Navamsha. So he likes to work at a place where it becomes a Taskara, and he rules it. That is what he's looking for.
yes.
Okay, he gets the best one, he will do it. Right, and also you have to see where the Venus is, because it's about the Venus. That's the 10th lord.
Venus is in the Lagna. Venus is in the Lagna in Uttarashada, fourth charan.
So now he needs something very unique. That is when
Yes.
he will get to work. Right, because 10th lord's dispositor is in the Ashwini, first charana. So he will be very famous for the work he is doing. That means either he is not doing anything, that's why he's famous, or he has done
Exactly.
something and that's why he's famous.
Exactly. He's not doing anything. That's why he's famous.
Okay, interesting. And the disposition has gone there.
The Saturn's dispositor Mars has gone to Chitra.
Has gone to Chitra. Okay. So this guy
And
desperately needs a job then.
Yes, he is about to. He is right now running Venus Dasha, which will end in 2027, I think.
And Venus is in the own house.
Yes, Venus is in the Lagna.
Oh, sorry. Okay, Venus is in the Lagna. Okay. Uttarashada. Sorry. Okay.
All
And
he has seen is Venus.
where is the Lagna?
Lagna is in Uttarashada.
Okay.
That also fourth charan.
Okay.
Venus is right at the cusp.
It means somebody who is very fond of
Women.
Women, or all the luxuries.
Yes, very much.
Because the Venus has actually spoiled it. Had the Venus been not there, that's a different thing.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay. But
And
how?
also his leg got broken recently. So I
The
don't know
Venus,
what
why?
that means.
Same thing, Venus in the Lagna. If you attend the Panchagri classes, he will say that. I was about to say that had he got a fracture in the leg, Venus in the
Yes.
Lagna, very close to the cusp, he will have something in the problem with the legs.
Hmm. So yes, he has got that.
Hmm.
He met with an accident.
Hmm.
And Venus Dasha is also there running.
Yeah, the thing what the Panchagri gave as an explanation there is, I believe, not believe, I'm very sure it is the Bhrigu Maharshi. Bhrigu Maharshi is the Venus, and Bhrigu once actually punched with his leg on Vishnu's chest, and Lakshmi gave a curse. So your leg has to be, off, something like that. So wherever Venus gets in very close to the Lagna, then you have some or the other thing odd with the legs.
Even the degrees, even if it's degreeally closer, but not in the Lagna.
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Okay. And one last question, that the degree thing which you have mentioned from the last class and today also regarding Jupiter and Moon, that how do we have to inculcate that? Like after the Lord, and or
I'll give you my example thing. Okay, now Ashwini second charana Saturn is there, and you have the Jupiter in the 8th house from the Lagna. Capricorn is the Lagna. In the 4th house you have the Sun. Sorry, not the Saturn, Sun. Okay, Capricorn is the Lagna. Sun is in the Ashwini's 2nd house. Jupiter is in the 8th house. Right? It's a sure shot failure, because Jupiter is in the 8th house and the second charana rules the money, right? So the person lost a lot of money.
Expenses and 8th house got linked.
Yeah, 8th house is doing nothing, because 8th house is the 11th house from the 10th house, hara of the 10th house. So doing nothing.
Oh,
yeah,
wish fulfillment.
Correct.
Ichha purti. Okay.
Or end of 10th house. Doing nothing comes from the 8th house. That's why you have 8th lord connections to the D10 Lagna. The person is doing nothing. He's idle as a homemaker, not earning money.
Okay.
Yeah. You get that?
But why do we not see the end of this 10th house from 5th house? Because it's again 8th.
5th house is what you can say, from the 10th house, it's the 8th house. So it brings in a transformation of the job. So you get a new job. You'll only change it. Whereas the 8th house is the 11th house from the 10th house, which is the hara of it.
Okay. Now I get it.
Hara means the Rudra. Rudra means
You have explained it. You have explained it in detail.
Yeah.
Last few lectures.
Ekadasha Rudras are there. So 11th house will make the Rudra. Rudra is the destruction, destroyer.
Regarding the explanation about Brahmacharya Yoga, you have explained it very well over there.
Done?
Yes, sir. Done.
Okay. Anybody else has any question? Okay.
Sir, I have a question, but I'm not sure. Is it too early for it? So in Karma Vipaka, you told a story regarding the maternal uncle, this thing, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So we can say that there is some karma that is related to maternal uncle if they have this combination.
No.
No, it's the previous births and all. So no confirmation.
What does I mean, why the maternal uncle has come up is very simple. Where from the maternal uncle will come? 4th house is mother. From there, 3 houses counted. You have Virgo. Virgo is where the lord of the Navamsha debilitates, right? Understood?
Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, the Venus debilitates in the Virgo. That's why it is just the. That's why I'm saying this is not the exact story. You need to just read between the lines. If you read the story, you can actually make if you read the story like I do, you can talk about only this story for 3 classes. It's still not be over. I don't want to confuse you people with all those results. It becomes too much. But you have to devise a system to understand what result is coming. If you know all this, maybe if one thing does not strike your mind while you're watching the horoscope, some other thing will strike it. So that's why I'm trying to teach everything that I know, so that, maybe your feedback also will help me. You will tell me, no, this is working this way, and so on. So that's how it is.
Oh, wow, sir.
This
It's
pada,
really amazing how they could decipher so much in each word.
No, they've wantedly kept it in a coded fashion, so
Coded. Yeah.
so that you decipher your result in the right way. Ustad.
this pada, I mean, in general, people associate Ashwini with racing and all themes, but this pada is mostly about inheritance issues and family wealth issues more than anything, from the discussion which we have done today.
Possible, and not having a focus in life. They don't know why
And I think
they don't know why
one
they're
more
spending.
thing, yeah, one more thing will be connected over here because it is the 2-8 axis. Where it will be that divorce thing also. That will get connected
It
away.
can be a divorce thing, it can be a brahmacharya thing. If it's a 7th
Yeah,
house,
yes.
if you have generally the 7th lord connected, the wife is sickly. The wife is not doing that well. Okay, the
So
wife is a doctor, she's very busy and addressing the problems of people. Something wife connected, Venus connected to the Virgo. It can bring in a sickly spouse, a spouse where she is very dominative, very highly working, a lot of money she has got. I mean, you can bring in like 100 things. She has got a lot of inheritance. Because Virgo is where you have money. Virgo is extremely rich, Kasi. Lot of people
no matter
think,
how we talk about this. Yes, you go.
Lot of people think Taurus is extremely rich, but if you ask me, Virgo is extremely rich with the kind of times we are living in. Taurus gets in with richer with the inheritance. Virgo gets in richer with the self-made person, and the person is extremely talented. You were
It
saying
is a
something.
natural. Yes, Virgo is a natural moon, Venus, Mercury. All 3 are in 2, 1,
Sir,
and 11.
which nakshatra of Taurus or Virgo, sir, specifically?
I didn't get you, madam. Which nakshatra means what?
Taurus, say the Lagna of Taurus, which nakshatra in Taurus, sir?
Madam, look at the nakshatras of Taurus. What are there in Taurus? Kritika. The other one is Rohini. Third one is Mrigashira. Look at those.
Mrigashira.
Right?
Yes,
What is
sir.
the full nakshatra available? Rohini. Rohini is what? Prajapati Rohini. Who is Prajapati? He is the father of the Parvati.
Father.
Right?
Yes.
So it's talking about the father. So it comes from the inheritance, simply. Right? I mean, you sit down and watch the nakshatra video, sleep at night, come back and open it in the you will have fresh ideas. You ask me 100 things, I'll give you 200 things.
Okay, sir.
Good. You have to break it down for yourself. If your father is rich, like, right, that is when you can be little irresponsible. If you are rich, you will be very responsible. I think there is a joke as well. Somebody was sitting and eating, I think Bill Gates and his son. Some joke is around in the internet. I read it long back. Bill Gates gave only 5 rupees as a tip, and his son gave like $100 a tip. The guy walked up to Bill Gates and said, "Sir, you are such a rich man. You gave me only 500. Look, my father was only a very small guy, so I gave you 5 rupees. His father is very rich, so he gave you $100, right?" So if your father is rich, there is the spendthrift thing comes in. If you made your money, it's very difficult actually to spend. Right.
I know I have a chart where the Taurus, Lagna is Taurus, sir, and from Rashi point is Virgo, sir. So he's both ways. He gets an inheritance as well as he earns on his own.
Yeah, see, if you're having planets in, most planets are in, let us suppose all the earthy signs are all filled with planets and nowhere else you have planets, that itself is a rich person. You don't have to see anything. If your earthy signs are all filled up, and if they happen to be the Kendras, let us suppose you have 4 planets in an earthy sign, and if it happens to be in a Kendra from the Lagna, in the D1 itself, you will know that the person is a rich man. Okay, these are some of the shortcuts. But it can also show a person who is very sick, because Virgo can also show a sick person, correct? He's very often into the hospitals. That's why I stopped using these significations. If it happens to be a sick person, then your first prediction is gone wrong. Your whole impression is gone wrong. The moment you say your first prediction wrong, then the person will start disbelieving you, and he'll disbelieve the whole astrology itself. He does not believe me, it's okay for me, but if he starts to disbelieve astrology, that's a little big thing. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, one last question. So, what can a person in this Pada do, since he's going to end up with wealth, which he is like going to spend on himself, most likely? I mean, it will be his natural tendency.
No. Why? Why do you say that? I told you an example, right? Saturn in the Ashwini Padatu, Capricorn is the Lagna, first lord and second lord. In the Ashwini Padatu, he's been spending all his wealth for his family, not on himself.
Right. But the general tendency is going to be like that.
Okay,
Because
I don't deny. Okay, then go on.
That's what I'm asking for. I'm not asking that like a single person or maybe 10 charts out of 100 or maybe 50 out of 100 also are doing the right thing. But I'm asking for the person who is trapped by these tendencies. And if someone asks,
the best remedy is find a mentor and just surrender in front of him. Like Venus, where does he surrender? Where does he get exalted? He exalts listen, you've given a question, right? Listen to me. Gets into Pisces, gets exalted there. Find the person who, although he is less knowledgeable, the advantage with Venus is Venus found the person who is actually lower in knowledge than Venus, but he thinks he's doing the right thing. Jupiter is not more educated than Venus. Actually, Venus is more educated than Jupiter, right? But Venus thinks I will be exalted here because Jupiter is following the dharma. There is a remedy in it. You have to devise that remedy and give it to him.
but
Is your
I
question
actually,
answered? Okay, sorry.
my question was not completed actually.
I'm sorry. Okay,
I was asking about what are the mental, I mean, the attitude changes which the person can do.
No, he cannot do it for himself.
Okay, so he'll have to seek the mentor only.
If you ask him why you cannot change, he will think, see, the prapancha, the world is observing me. And if I am portraying myself low, the world will think very lowly about me. This is my perception. I cannot change it. You understand what I'm saying? Let us suppose if I'm wearing an ordinary shoe, like the madam gave an example, right? Seema gave an example. If I'm wearing an ordinary shoe, not a Nike thing, they will think that, look, I'm a poor fellow and they will not give me the order. Okay, if she's doing a business or something, or they will think that I'm a lowly fellow. I'm a cheap person. Well, I'm not cheap. I'm pretty expensive guy. And that is so inbuilt and then they cannot get rid of it.
They're obsessed with themselves.
Yeah. And they think they have to show off because otherwise he will think that I'm a poor fellow. Let me show this. So there is no way you can do that. The only thing that they can is, because it's a Venusian sign, Venus is still a, although it's a Vaishya thing, but Venus is considered as a Brahmin. So because of the intelligence he has. So the intelligence is, it will listen to intelligence. So if somebody can mentor them at a very, very young level, she's already into it for the past 15 years, it's impossible to bring them back.
Why I asked was because it is an earth pada, so they will not listen
Yeah, they
to
will not
this
listen.
all.
They will not
Yes,
listen.
that's why I asked.
They will not
Okay,
listen. It's not
whether
easy to change them.
so it is not rescuable. Okay.
More or less, yes. But yes, sometimes they are rescuable very mightily. Something happens and they can still be rescued, because in the Pisces, it's dark.
Hmm.
We don't know when they will be rescued. We don't know.
Okay. Okay.
Seema, you have something?
Yes, sir. This is out of the Ashwini Pada too. Like one of the madam had mentioned that they look young. So is it that the Mars looks at the Lagna that a person looks
No,
young, or the Mercury?
I did not agree to it. They will not look young, but they will be
More energetic?
no attractive, luster because of the Venus. They're very attractive. They may not have a very great color, body color, etc. in an Indian context, but they will look. The eyes are very good, because eyes is what you will be, looking at a person. If you're looking at, so
Okay.
eyes will be very attractive.
And the teeth also would be good, if I'm not wrong, because the horse have very good teeth.
Yeah, teeth can also be good, because that's where the moon exalts, and moon is responsible for teeth.
And the hair should also be very good.
Yeah, Saturn exalts there, so hair should be very
Yes.
good. Correct. They have
Yes.
long hair.
Yes, sir.
I mean,
Yes,
you
sir.
can keep adding each planet, but if there is a planet, right, that will change the whole thing. Okay, if it's Sun, it will change, because Sun doesn't like this Saturn. It can be a bald-headed man.
Yes.
Okay, so you have to use these things to your.
No, I was just trying to put across all the things that with the Venus, these can be the attributes. With the Rahu, she has a issue of something known as psoriasis in her scalp. So is it because of the Rahu? I was just trying to, because Rahu is something which is a little very, very difficult to detect also sometimes. It doesn't really comes up just in the reports.
I
But
don't know, but I'm speculating right now. It has to do with Mercury and Rahu for white
yes,
precipitate in the head.
in the scalp. Okay. Yes, sir.
Mercury, Rahu, especially in the Navamsha also. Or
Yes, sir.
Mercury,
In the Navamsha only. In the
okay,
Navamsha only.
or Mercury, Saturn. Okay, Saturn aspected, Mercury aspected by Saturn, or Mercury aspected by Rahu. Or Lagna has Rahu. Yeah, Lagna has Rahu, right? You said.
Lagna has Rahu.
Lagna
Lagna
has
has
Rahu,
Rahu and Venus.
yeah, Lagna has
And it
Rahu,
is
yes.
aspected by Saturn.
Sorry, I missed that point. Okay, okay. Yeah, Lagna has
Yes.
Rahu. That also is, that itself is, scalp has white deposit.
Yes, sir. Also her, I may be just dissecting her, but her eyelashes also have that white thing, something like, if she rubs it, so the lashes come off.
That has got to do with the serious affliction of Saturn. I think Saturn is seriously afflicted. Either with Mars, Saturn afflicted by Mars or Sun. Both in
Oh
D1.
yes, she has a fifth house Mars, which is looking at Saturn in the 11th.
Yeah, that's right.
Correct. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Sir, one question.
GK.
Sun in Venusian sign, you told in Navamsha is not good, but there will be difference, right, in Taurus and Libra. Taurus, you said
Then
one point,
you
Sun
have to wait.
is not good for.
What you're doing is you're picking up one thing and you're dancing over it. Right?
Okay, okay.
You have to wait till Libra comes up. And,
Okay.
And it's a generic thing. When Sun comes to Venusian sign, Sun debilitates. Is a generic prediction. Now, specificity comes, you have to use the Amsha, Bhoga Amsha. Right? Even more specific is the Ashwayuja. So you have to use all these three significations. You cannot dance on one thing. This is not a Michael Jackson thing where you pick up one step of the moonlight and keep dancing all night. No. You have to keep changing your steps like the Chiranjeevi does, right? mix up everyone.
Right.
Okay. Done, gentlemen and ladies. Thank you. We'll see next week. Just in case, I'm asking, is it too elaborate? Can we do we have to crush this to maybe half hour or something like that? Is anybody feeling boredom to listen to the lecture wholly, or do you think this should be there? Anybody
They should be there.
should
I
be
think it all should be there.
all should be
Yes,
there.
sir.
This is perfect, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir, this is perfect, but only is the time constraint. That's it.
If it is perfect, then the time will not be a constraint. You cannot
Yes,
you cannot
So
be
for
exactly,
saying
knowledge
multiple
exactly.
things.
purpose,
You cannot be saying
it is perfect, but it may take
not
like long time.
knowledge is based on the time that you spend. You have to spend some time. Let's see. I mean, what I
Too
will
much
think is,
information. So it's
yeah,
too much information. So we need a lot of repetitions to process it, to understand it, and to practice
yeah,
it,
that's
sir.
my botheration.
So
So at least for the first 5, 6 nakshatras, if I don't at least cover the full thing, I don't think I don't think you will digest it. My worry is, even if I say it only for 5 or 6, later to that, maybe you will struggle. We'll see based on how you people are picking it up. We'll plan it up in such a way. Do we have to do it such an extensive thing or not? Maybe after one set of till 9
yes, sir. Yes,
nakshatras,
sir.
let us
Please,
see.
please keep continuing this one. This is really,
Yes,
really good,
please.
and we need it.
All right.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Happy to hear that. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.